Alright, this video is about preparing the campaign in the InstAssist Connect. So as we discussed previously, the mother-child strategy, we will need InstAssist Connect setup for this strategy. So let's go. So to install InstAssist Connect, we just need an InstAssist Connect zip file. Here is the InstAssist Connect folder, and we'll just copy that and extract to some folder on the drive C. You know, it's good to be organized. So everything about InstAssist, it's better to create a folder on your in your system and put everything in here. So when you unzip the InstAssist Connect, it will look like this. Nothing special, a bunch of files. It's InstAssist content, not connect, extension for the extension part, which is this one. User data for our profiles. Okay, I will show that a bit later. Okay, InstAssist Connect. First, we need to find the InstAssist Connect application, and we start it. We will now wait a bit. Okay, it's running. Perfect. We can right-click and pin it to a taskbar, so it will be easier to access it later. Okay, so in InstAssist Connect we have different tabs, right? We'll start with the campaigns tab. First, we need to start the server of this application. So each each browser profile could could access the campaigns, the database of the InstAssist Connect applications. So we use kind of this port. We then hit start. Yeah, so if it shows us our server paths, it means server is started. This is for the database lists, some settings for the database lists. So we use here 1440, search size 10K, and 10 attempts, like this. So these settings. Next, we need to add a campaign. So we will use the main name with the secret of this, for example. We hit add. Okay, the campaign is added. We will take this this information and paste it here. You can hover over the secret here, and it will show this to you. Okay, the campaign is created. So here in the statistics section we can right away see the campaign, but it's nothing in here, no lists, because we just created the campaign. Next, we need to go to the profiles section and and add a template profile. So we go click new, we type in name template with the underscore, so it will be easier to sort through the naming. You know, when you have 500 of profiles here, it's quite useful to sort them and kind of have some you know, things in naming. So for color, we will use something like this. Yeah, and we can add the profile. Okay, perfect. So you see the profile is added. It's nothing in here. We can click edit. No settings are here. So we need to keep working on this profile, keep changing things. Yeah. So to edit this profile, actually we can click the edit button here, and we can select it and edit selected. So you see it's now selected one profile, this one, and we can edit settings here as well in bulk. But it's not showing the color that we set like in here, because with bulk selection it will work differently. It will change these things on all the selected profiles which we are changing. I will show you that a bit later. All right, let's move on. Let's edit this profile. So we need the browser profile itself. So it's a browser profile, right? This is the priority, right? Priority. We keep it low, so each individual profile is not taking a lot of resources from the system, like CPU and RAM. These CPU threads, we can use it, we cannot use it. It's for, let me open the task manager. So, not graphs, view, changing graph to logical processes. So this CPU of my laptop has 20 logical processors, and we can use them here like so. So we can limit the number of the logical processors each individual browser profile will use, but we can not do this. Next, we need to choose the browser exe file. We're running regular Chrome, so it will be probably in the program files, Google, Chrome, application, Chrome exe, this one. So probably if you install Google Chrome regularly, it will be located here in disk C, program files, Google, Chrome, application, Chrome exe. And you choose this one. We can now click save. Yeah, so low, Chrome exe, browser user data folder. What's the user data folder? So each one of these browser profiles actually is physically located on the drive. So we would like to use the exact folder for each profile, so we could access this folder, move this profile to another location, and overall for the organizing needs it will be much more convenient. So we edit this, we browse user data folder, we go to InstAssist, InstAssist user data, and here we can create a new folder for the template profile and just select this folder. It's shown red for some reason. Let's hit save. Let's edit. No, it's okay now. It's okay. So next are Chrome options. Chrome options are actually the flags for the Google Chrome to run. It's quite complicated, but actually these flags are just limiting the, for example, the memory usage, disk cache. So this profile won't use a lot of space, a lot of RAM, and other settings like no sandbox and stuff like that. So kinda its performance is maximized and it will run smoothly and stuff like that. Also, in here we can specify the location of the extension, and with these two flags, this extension from this location could be ran. So we need to change this one to we have this folder with the extension here. So we just copy this and paste in here our extension folder. Okay, now we can copy all this and paste in here and click save again and edit and look, and it's all perfect. Next, we need to set up the extension settings. So all these settings are quite familiar. They are basically these settings: block images, proxy, licensing, and other settings are here. They're the same. So we need first to get a license key. Let me license key for 10 licenses. Next, we need to specify the instance name, which will be the same as the profile name, the same as the folder name, so it's kind of easier to organize. And then we won't use proxy for now. That's why we won't enable this block IG if proxy is disconnected, because we don't have any proxy. We'll spoof fingerprints, no cache. We will keep images and videos enabled for now. Close to menu requests. We won't enable this for now. Auto update, hide UI, we don't need this. Okay, so we'll use these settings for the extension. We can now again hit save, just to not forget saving. Okay, perfect. Now we have all the settings enabled and set for the extension. So why haven't we enabled this open Instagram on startup? Because we're creating the template profile. It's very important. When we will start this template profile, it will create a folder in here. The folder is already created, but it will create all the different files. And we don't want to open an Instagram on this profile because the next step will be cloning this profile, and we need kind of clone the fresh browser profile with no Instagram.com opened in it whatsoever. So if it will be opened for Instagram, this device will be already used, and when we will clone these profiles, we will kind of log in on devices which already been seen by Instagram. So we don't want to open Instagram.com in this template profile. This is very important. So that's why we don't use this check mark for opening. Okay? Okay, perfect. Let's move on. Instagram profile, we will enable this too. And we will enable this updating 2FA and cookies. And we will hit save. Okay, great, perfect. And for the profile settings, actually we will change that. Probably we can change that now. So for the profile settings, so what is the profile settings? Profile settings is basically, remember I was telling you about these, all these check marks and how these settings are loaded every 5 seconds, all these numbers and stuff like that. So all these, even the scroll position of this one, all these settings are stored in this browser profile, currently this one. But for mother-child, we don't want to change all the settings on each one profile every time. We want to store the settings in this database, in the campaigns database here. So that's why we will refer each of our profiles, we will refer to these settings. So each profile that we'll create later will get these settings, all these check marks, numbers, and stuff like that, from the InstAssist Connect database. Okay? So let's change this. So we have a server, campaign, secret, and table. So server will be this one. Let me just write these settings here. So server campaign will be our main campaign, right? Secret will be this one. And the actual table, the settings object will be settings in G1. Yeah. So let's edit. Let's enable this. And let's just copy and paste this information in here like this and hit save. Okay, perfect. Now we have this referring to the settings in here. This object is not created yet, but we will refer here. We have our extension settings with licensing and stuff like that enabled. We have enabled the Instagram profile. It's for usernames, passwords, and stuff like that. We will fill that later. We have the browser profile, and we have a template name, and the role will fill later too. Okay, perfect. Now we can start the profile. So when I hit start, the new browser profile will be created. Okay, we hit start. It's opening. We enter without. We continue without enter. It's all in Russian because I'm from. I was born in Russia, so yeah. But anyway, we will change the language shortly. Default browser, we skip that. Okay, perfect. Let's change the language. Like this. Yeah. And Yeah, and restart. Okay, perfect. Now it's in English. We can start it again. So yeah, when we start the profile from InstAssist Connect, it will start with this URL, with this website. So it's kind of website. And as you see, it is referring to the same server which we are running, right? So it's accessing this HTTP address. And there is a InstAssist profile data like API line and the name of our profile, which is template, right? So that's how this thing is opening. And actually we can see it's grabbing settings from campaign main and settings object like we said here. Okay. Also, as we haven't installed the extension with the developer mode, right? We installed the extension with this line, load extension, blah blah blah, and disabling these features. Yeah, so this line actually starts the extension without installing it with the developer mode. So no dev mode needed. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's continue. So we have the extension and it has already installed the instance, right? We can pin it. So, oops, sorry about that. Yeah, and also this extension took the licensing information, this template profile name here, and all these settings we set, like auto update. This one's block images are disabled. Blocking Instagram is disabled because we don't use proxy right now. Yeah, and stuff like that. So we can close this one. We can edit and block images and videos, for example. Hit save, start it, and now we should see, yeah, blocking images and blocking videos. These two are enabled. So this extension is syncing settings with these settings here in the InstAssist Connect application, right? We will disable these check marks. Okay, perfect. We have our template profile now. So what should we do next? We need to clone this profile to then add our child profiles. So we don't add them like one by one, like this one we recently just added. We create the template and then we can clone this template, right? And we can clone this with a different name, let's say like, I don't know, test P for the test profile, right? Test P, and we will clone this 10 times, starting with the number 1. So each test P will be like test P1, test P2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Okay. Now let's clone this template profile. By the way, I forgot to show you this. So remember we were creating this template user data profile. So this is the folder when all the browsers data is stored, right? And as I entered it, and as we created this profile, as we run it, we have all these files in here, right? And this folder is 38 megabytes, and yeah, because we kind of created it, Google Chrome created all these files, and all the information about history and stuff like that, all of this is stored here in these files, right? Okay. Next, let's continue cloning. Clone profile 10 times, starting with one with this name. Okay, let's hit clone. Cloning, 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 cloning folder. Okay, perfect. Now, when we go back to InstAssist user data folder, we will see all these profiles are cloned because this folder was cloned into these folders and changed the names so it will match the profile names. Okay, so each of this folder is the exact clone of the template profile. That's why we don't want to open an Instagram.com on this template profile, because it will be opened on each of these clones. That's very important. Okay, so we cloned these profiles and they are selected now. It's quite useful. Now what we need to do is we need to edit some settings on them. Now we can edit selected, and as you see, selected 10 profiles, these ones which are selected, and we can actually bulk change different data on them. So we can, for example, change the color to, let's say, red, and hit save, and all they change the color, right? We can now again edit selected and change this color back to this bluish, and we can, for example, add a description. So we are changing this thing. We can enable this check mark, open Instagram and startup. We can add the description, for example, like test. So in bulk editing, when we hit edit selected, we can change different things, and kind of what we have changed will be changed on all the selected profiles. Okay, so for example, and we will block images, right? We're now changing this description test, this column. We're opening Instagram, we're blocking images, and we're changing color back. We hit save, boom. So description has changed, color has changed. Let's go and edit one of these profiles. This check mark is enabled. This block images is enabled. If I go and edit another one, it's the same. Okay. So this is how you can literally edit hundreds of profiles in just a couple of clicks, and it's quite useful. Okay, let's edit selected and disable blocking images. So to disable the checkmark, we need to kind of enable it. So this checkmark changed its state, and then we disable it again. So this checkmark is kind of now unchecked. So with the first clicking, we marked this check mark as its state is changed, and with next clicking we disable actually this check mark. I hope this is clear, but you know, practice. Okay, so I've disabled this this block image check mark on all the profiles. Okay, perfect. Now they all are pretty much ready. They have the settings eng1. They have the extension settings. They don't have usernames actually. So we will go to our folder here, and we will grab these 10 accounts with usernames, passwords, and two-factor authentication code. We can actually use the Excel for kinda more convenient usage. We paste them in here. They could be in different format, like for example like this, A, B, C, so 3 rows. But in InstAssist Connect we have the username column, password, cookies, and fourth is 2FA, so we need kind of to put the information into here, into here, into here, into here, and into here. So we will move this column here. So 1, 2, 3 is empty, 4 is with 2FA keys. 1, 2, third is empty for cookies. We don't have cookies. And fourth for the 2FA key. And then we can just copy them, select the first username, so like we will do this in the Excel, and hit Ctrl V. Boom. These usernames, passwords, and 2FA keys are now pasted into here. Then we need to unselect everything, and this little Save Changes button will appear. We hit Save Changes, we hit OK. OK. Now it's saved. So we kinda can bulk edit through selecting multiple profiles and edit selected, like here. Or we can bulk edit them by, you know, just pasting information in here. Okay. For example, we want to change the color of these 5 profiles. We can go and select 5 of them. By the way, to select 5 of them, we select this first profile checkmark, then we hold Shift, and then we can select this one, and it will just select every profile in between. Okay, we now can edit selected, and we can now change the color to red, hit save, boom, they have changed their color. Or we can kind of take this one, copy that, and paste it here, and paste it here, and then we can copy this and paste it here. Okay, all of them become blue again, and we can save changes. Okay, we refresh it, and they are not red anymore, they are blue, and here they are blue. So kinda this. So we can bulk edit by selecting multiple and editing. But this option is for these same settings. But if we need different information, like usernames, passwords, or 2FA, we just paste this information in here. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now we have our profiles. We have the information for each profile. We have the extension settings. We have the cloned browser profile in this location, test p1, which is here, test p1. Now we can start it and see what happens. So it should start logging in if this Instagram profile checkmark is enabled, and this username and password are filled in, and we have a 2FA code. InstAssist will open this profile and will log it in automatically. Okay, hopefully. So let's see how it will work. Let's start it. The profile is opened. We see this test p1 and the default URL. The Instagram website is opened now. Now it will start to attempt to log in automatically. Okay, it's typing the exact username from this profile, the password. Next it will click log in. Perfect, logging in. Now it will generate the security code from the 2FA code, and it automatically logs in. Perfect. That's all we needed. And now nothing will happen. It's updating cookies, by the way, because we have this checkmark enabled. So if I will refresh this page, this profiles tab, it will have now cookies information. Cookies is a different way to log in. So with cookies, you don't need username, password, and 2FA code. You can just log in with cookies. So it's quite useful to have cookies saved. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now we have this profile logged in. Now we will close it. We will refresh it, and it changed its status to logged in. The other ones have their statuses as a template, new from template. Okay, because we cloned this template. Okay. Next, what we need to do next. So we have one profile logged in. Perfect. What we need to do next is add profiles, add roles. Okay, roles. What roles are for? You see here roles, role manager, and stuff like that. So we can have basically two roles. Let me show you that in here. Actually, we can have different roles, but for the mother child, we use two roles for the most time. So engaging, and a scraper. So engaging role is for follow, like, message, follow, right? And scraper role is for getting list of users into one place. So scrapers, they will go to our source profiles from the source profiles, right? Scrapers will go to source profiles, then they will like we did it before, our source profiles, then they will get the list of users, list of users, and then profiles with the engaging role will interact with this list of users. Okay, so like this, and then engaging profiles will interact with this list of users. Okay, like this. And the scrapers, they put people into here. Yeah. So in InstAssist, we can have the same profile with two roles. So we could create, for example, 10 scrapers, which will only scrape people to the list of users. And we could have 10 engaging profiles, which will only do follow, unfollow, and stuff like that, right? But actually, with the InstAssist, we can set different roles to the same profile. So, for example, this profile P1 will, for an hour a day, for example, if needed, it will scrape, let's say, 200 of people to this list, to this list that other profiles could use, yeah, and then it will go and start engage with people from this list. Okay, same with other profiles. By making them scraping and engaging, we kind of increase the scraping possibilities and engaging possibilities and engaging profiles number. So instead of having, let's say, 5 scrapers and 10 engaging profiles, we can just have 10 multiple role profiles. Okay? Hope this is clear with the roles. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add roles. Perfect. Here we have the role manager button, role preset manager. So we will add eng for engaging role. And actually, before that, we need to add our role templates. So we clone this template profile. We name it with underscore eng. We set the role eng here. Yeah, and we clone it just one time. Hit clone. Perfect. Now we can clone this template profile one more time with scr name for the scraper with the scraper role. We clone it one time, hit clone, perfect. Now we have one template and two templates for roles. We can edit this one and change the color to, let's say, yellow, right? Red, yellow, perfect. Yeah, so this one is yellow, and the main reason why we need to change to have this role templates is basically because we can go and edit this template and edit this settings object. So for example, the engagement profile will have these settings, right? Not this. So engagement profiles will have this users list enabled, and they will get users from a list from the InstAssist Connect. And engagement profiles will have enabled follow on follow and direct messaging, right? But scrapers will have this option enabled to scrape people from source accounts. They will have this disabled, and scraper settings will have only scrape users enabled option. Okay, so that's why we need another settings template for the scraper role template. Okay, scr settings scr1 in the scraper template, but in the engagement template, if we will hit edit, it has eng1. Okay, and other ones have eng1 by default. Okay, so what do we need to do next is basically go again into the role manager, click new, type in here eng, and select this profile template eng1, and select the scheduler template eng1 also. We don't need to sync the create preset, and then we can hit, and other settings are synced with the role. So color will be synced when the profile will start as the scraper. Its color will be yellow. Browser profile, priority and CPU threads. So this section will be synced. Sync from options. This one, extension settings. This one will be synced. Profile settings, as I told you before, with the settings. Profile settings also will be synced, and the scheduler settings will be synced also. So eng here, disable this one, hit save. Okay, now we have the eng preset. Now hit new, scr, and we select here scr1, don't sync create preset, hit save. Okay, perfect. Now we have two different roles which are synced to these templates. Okay, and we have synced all these different settings. Hit close. Now the last thing we should do with roles is to assign actually these roles to these profiles, right? So we need to change this column for each profile. So we can type here eng, comma scr, right? And we can just copy that and paste in here like this. Or we could bulk select them, edit selected, put here these rows, copy and paste, and hit save, for example. Okay, perfect. Now if we hit refresh, they are all here. And when we have these rows separated by comma, when we start the profile, the role chooser will appear, and we can choose ENG role or SCR because we have them here. So for example, we will choose ENG role, we hit OK, and oh, by the way, you see the Instagram does not open because actually in this ENG1 row we don't have open Instagram on startup enabled. Here we had it enabled, but here we don't have it. So we need to change this one, hit save, and also on the SCR role, edit, open Instagram on startup, hit save. So yeah, because so this how is it working actually? So this profile P1, when started with the ENG role, it's taking settings from this ENG1 with underscore profile. It takes these settings, except the naming settings actually. It takes these settings, it takes these settings, all the settings we were set in here with these check marks. It takes color also. Okay, so that's why the Instagram wasn't starting. Okay, so now we will start the profile. We will choose the ENG role. We changed the open Instagram on it recently, right? Right. Okay, perfect. Now we can start this one with the ENG role, and Instagram should open. Yeah, it's opening. Perfect. Perfect. So what should we do next? We should actually set up this settings, this settings object. You see it already appeared in here, but the count is 0 because we need to actually put something in here. And also we need to set up the scraper role settings. Okay, and we will do that, I think, in the next video, because this one is taking already too long. So yeah.